In South Africa, we have worked with two national farmer organizations already, and there have been difficulties with proceeding with them. So we are now in the process of discussing with another farmer organization who would take the SWIM process forward. So a couple of weeks ago, we started talking to some stakeholders in South Africa, and eventually we are going to be working with Grain South Africa, which focuses on grain producers in South Africa. They represent the larger grain producers, but they also have affiliations with smallholder grain producers. So those will be the people that we'll be working with in the near future on SWIM. The issues that were prioritized for research were what type of farmer organizations should be promoted at the primary level and at the secondary level to ensure that the farmers are able to sell into those formal markets and also to access the formal finance that is available. Second, what type of structures need to be developed to support that particular process. And then the third is the policy and regulatory environment that will speed up that particular process. So concretely for South Africa, that is what has emerged out of the process, that the key issues have been identified. This was done about 2 years ago, but they still remain relevant because last year there was some form of review of the outcome of the national workshop, and the evidence was that those issues remain very relevant as far as the smallholder farmers are concerned. The major output from SWIM has been to identify the key issues and to get the farmers to recognize that it's not about subsidies. It's about what has to be done in practice to make things easier for them in taking advantage of what already exists in South Africa. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to go beyond that. And our expectation is that if there is the opportunity, we can work with new organizations to ensure that we pilot and test out exactly what is required to make it possible for the smallholder farmers to take advantage of what is already available. The main learning point, it's not just from what has happened in South Africa, but what we've seen in a few other countries, including what we observed in Kenya, is that the capacity of the farmer organization is really important in terms of how far you can go with the SWIM agenda. If it's a very weak organization, then you are very limited in how much you can achieve. But if the organization is strong, has clear leadership with a clear direction and staff complement to do what they have to do, then there is a lot that can be achieved.